Hey guys, thanks for tuning back into my channel. So today's video is a little bit slash a lot of bit different from any other video that I've ever done on my channel. Today I'm getting extremely personal with you guys. So get out your snacks, grab your water, get under a nice cozy blanket with the AC on, get comfortable because this will probably be long. And low key, excuse me, if you don't watch it all, I'm not even judging you. I'm just really here to just share my story and my journey and how I plan to change it in hopes of inspiring or helping someone along the way. So let me start with a little bit of a background. For the last year, for the last year, maybe 15 months or so, I have been dealing with a serious bit of depression that ultimately oh my god, that ultimately led up to an attempted suicide. Failure. So there goes that. uh, Not really, but really. And that happened all while I was under psychiatric care. And then I underwent some classes, medication, and I just woke up one day and was like, Deanna, something has to change. You have to change. You need to be inspired. You need to do better and be better. And so I started back doing my makeup, started back uploading on YouTube, and everything else still remained unattended to. And that was from as small as me meal prepping, which ultimately is a physical health benefit, to something as great as the relationships that I have with others deteriorating. There are people to this day that I really have not spoken to. And okay, I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so yeah, the attempted suicide thing happened. And then the start of the year came and I was just like, you cannot bring 2016's drama into 2017. You need to leave that shit there. So I decided that I'm going to get up early in the mornings and do my makeup so that I can just look together on the outside, because I don't know if any of you are like this, but when you feel like you look good, like when you look in the mirror at yourself and you're like, damn, my face is beat, I look cute today. Like, it changes the energy that you put into the day. And so because you feel like you look cute, certain shit just not gonna bother you and you're just gonna be unfazed, and that's that. Um I never evolved to that point. I just looked like I had it together, but on the inside, I still felt like, bitch, you ain't got your shit together. um no working out, no meal prepping, no drinking water, no seeing the psychiatrist anymore, no taking your medication as prescribed, no getting 8 hours of sleep at night, no having a well balanced breakfast, lunch, and dinner, no not buying lunch but making lunch, like just everything. And everything starts to add up. So yeah, that is how I managed to get through 2017. And then when I reached the halfway mark, something terribly tragic happened. Still not in a space to where I want to share what I've been through in the last 3 months, but the last 3 months have been complete hell for me. Hell for me. And I spend most days with my phone on airplane mode, or on do not disturb. just this last weekend, I had two girlfriends do a 5-hour drive because they hadn't heard from me because I was not answering calls or returning text messages. And so it really just helped me put a lot of things into perspective. And the new moon, I'm saying and a lot. But yes, the new moon is here. We had our solar eclipse, the first one in 99 years. And I'm juiced. Like, I'm ready. I put my crystals out, which I have like over on this side right here. So that they could absorb this new moon energy. I put my vision board together so that it could absorb this new moon energy. Like, have I really done much of anything to say I'm ready for new moon? No, not really. But that's also because I'm waiting until September. August is almost over, and although there's no day like today to get jump started on new goals and aspirations that you set for yourself, I'm also preparing for an international trip with my family. So I'm just like, I will start fresh on vacation, actually, because September 1st is when I'm starting. So yeah, I just came today to share with you all the vision board that I put together, in hopes of, again, inspiring someone. There's nothing like having this plastered in your face every day to hold you accountable. So I'm just going to share with you some things that I have on mine. Well, all the things, not some things. I'm sharing with you all the things that are on my vision board. So up here we have, so these are all the faces that you see are me. And it's my Bitmoji. So in order to really see yourself in the place that you want to be in, you have to really put yourself in the place that you want to be in. So that's why I use my Bitmoji. So the first one is Superman Bitmoji. It says on my way. And then on this end, there is Wonderful D throwing money in the air like she got it. And what those two symbolize for me right now in this stage of life is a new job. And not a new employer, but just a new position with my current employer. I make great money for a college dropout. I'm making money that people with master's degrees are trying to make. People with bachelor's degrees wished they made. So I know that I'm not doing bad for myself, but I'm looking for professional growth. I'm looking to add things to my resume that are not there. Like, literally, I want to acquire new skill sets, not brush up on and polish the skill sets that I have, but to learn new things. And that's what my professional future looks like. The next thing is namaste. And also, not confident. Namaste, healthy living, and there was one more. Oh, here she goes. Weightlifter D. And these just represent me getting back in shape and sticking to and adopting the healthier way of living lifestyle, making healthier choices, doing substitutes with healthier alternatives, still allowing myself what I want to eat, but portion controlling, working out even though I don't want to, but because I know that it will literally add years of life to me. And the devil is a lie. Ebo. The next one is paid in full, and it self-explanatory. Paid in full goes hand in hand actually with my, where is it? With the home that you see here. And there should be another one. At least I printed out another one. But, oh, and sold. Those three are connected because I want to be a homeowner, or in the process of purchasing my first home. And by home, I mean condo, townhouse, house, whatever, preferably a condo, in the next 3 years. And so, in order to achieve that, one, you need to have excellent credit. You don't want your debt to income ratio to be out of whack. You don't want to have a lot of debts on your credit report. And you just want to be financially responsible, because it's also expensive coming up with the money for the down. So, yes. And then the next one is me with a kiss on my cheek, along with me and the word confident across the top. And also is me, I'm like peeking to make sure it's there, me with a crown on my head. And those three just represent self-love and self-confidence, acknowledgement of self-worth, acknowledgement of self-value, and really just walking in that and owning it. And, you know, I could very much so be wrong. Correct me if I am, but I feel like majority of women don't look like the women that are portrayed in the media. Majority of us are not big boobs, flat abs, no back fat, big old booties, but no cellulite, and just nice, perfect Coke bottle shapes with beautiful, clear skin and just flawless. Like, majority of us don't look like that. In the real world, it's either you have big boobs, no booty, or you got a big old booty, no boobs. And so I just want to get myself, because I'm guilty of this, and it also played a role in my depression. Nothing that was ever really put on me by society per se, but just something that I adopted and put on myself. And looking at other women and noticing everything that they possess that I do not possess. And that is the big booty, the flat stomach, the clear skin, because I have acne like a bad mother effer. All my flaws. And I felt like, and I would even say I feel like I'm not beautiful. I'm not attractive, and I'm not worthy. When I look at others, I see everything that's right with them. And when I look at myself, I see everything that's wrong. And so those are here just to remind me, bitch, you're beautiful. And you are a queen, and you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and you are all that in a bag of chips. And don't you forget it. Then next up, I have this little baby here, which is a Bitmoji taking a selfie, and it says hashtag OOTD, outfit of the day. And that's just here to remind me that I needed to get back to YouTube. Oh, and of course, like what the board is all about, hashtag goals, and me here with the rainbow, because sunshine and happiness, that's what I need to emit, and that is what I need to accept. Sunshine and happiness. So up next, Splash Waterfalls and Hey Boo. Just a reminder that, you know, when I don't feel attractive, like, I am literally the waterfall, the hard eyes to someone, and that someone is my boyfriend. So, whatever. Next up is amen. And this is just a note to self. Don't get too caught up in where you want to be, where you feel like you should be, and where you're trying to get, that you don't give God his time. And as long as, and I probably should have made this bigger, because really God is the center of it all. If you have him at the center, in the lead, everything else has no other option but to fall in place. When you're in God, when you hear a no, it's like water off a duck's back, because you're like, okay, well, it's not for me. God doesn't have that for me. So, all right, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that God, that's not where God wants me to go. That's not what God wants me to do. Appreciate you. That's how you receive a no. So I'm trying to get into that space, back into that space. So that's why amen is here. And then over here we have the makeup, which is 1-in-1 with the outfit of the day. Again, YouTube stuff. And then Rise and Shine is here. I need to do better at several things. The first thing is me actually getting up when my alarm clock goes off. So I have 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, 7, 7:15. I have 6 alarm clocks set weekdays. And the 6 o'clock alarm means you get up now, you have time to do your makeup and make breakfast before you have to walk out the door to go to work. The 6:15 says you have time to do your makeup before you have to walk out the door for work. The 6:30 says you have time to shower and make breakfast before you have to walk out for work. The 6:45 says you have time to shower before you need to go. The 7 says you have time to shower before you need to go. The 7:15 says you have time to walk out the door before you need to go. And so depending on how I feel, because I always wake up before the alarm clock goes off. So depending on how I feel, I will either disable the first set of alarms. So normally I disable the 6, 6:15, and 6:30. And then I wait to see how I feel at 6:45. And then I'll snooze it in to 7 o'clock. Or I'll fall back asleep and I'll wake up at 6. It just depends. But this bad boy is saying, but nay, no, my dummy. You need to get up. You need to get up and you need to prepare for your day. The next thing is just landed. Hope you guys can see this. Yeah, just landed. And so what just landed is exactly what it says. Just landed. I want to get as many stamps in my passport as I possibly can. If I accrue 5 days of vacation every 3 months, I want to be taking a vacation. Period. So, yeah. And this one up here, current mood. And I am sitting in a namaste position. Just whatever punches life throws at you. The truth of the matter remains, regardless of how inconvenient this curveball is. It does not change the fact that the curveball has been thrown. And I want to get to a place where I allow myself to have my natural human reaction, and then I'm done. And then the last one, I want you guys to really see. #blessed. And this entire board is just a constant reminder that at the end of the day, I am hashtag blessed. I have a job. I have a roof over my head. I have a plethora of clothes to choose from to put on my back. An even wider selection of shoes to choose from to put on my feet. Food in the refrigerator, money in the bank. Like, shit is not as bad as it always seems. Like, shit could be pretty fucked up for you. And I'm not taking this away from anyone because I hate when people do this to me. Yeah. Your rough spot, that's your rough spot. And I don't want you to ever feel like you aren't validated in you having your rough spot. But once you reach a place in your life through Christ, who gives you all strength, you begin to understand that the rough spot that you're in literally looks like heaven to so many other people. What we go through is really for our benefit. I keep making references to Christ because it's the only way for anything that you're going through to ever make sense. Like, you have to understand that what you're going through is not necessarily for you. It's for the lives of those that you will touch, the person that you will minister to, the person that you will inspire, the person that you will restore hope and faith for, the person that you will mentor. It's for them, for your benefit. That hashtag blessed that's what that means. It means that even through being attacked, you are still blessed. You are still blessed because there are people that don't live through what I've gone through in the last 3 months. There are people that suffer from mental illness that take their lives, that take the lives of family, that take the lives of friends. And you think you're at the bottom, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat the shit. You could really be at the bottom, but trust me, it can be lower. It can be lower. So yeah, that's my vision. So for the remainder of 2017 into 2018 and all years to come, at the top of my list is to just get back right with God, in the eyes of God, in the sight of God, in the heart of God, in the place of God, in the presence of God. Just get back right with God. Thing one, first and foremost. Second, to the pastor, ministers on the roster, deacons, deaconess, motherboard, I need to get my health in order. And that is not limited to my physical health, but also my mental health, my spiritual and emotional and social health as well. Yeah. Okay, now I'm just rambling, so I'm going to end this. But I hope that this was inspiring to someone, anyone. Welcome to my life. And I pray that none of you ever have to go through what I've been through. And if you do, I pray for your strength. I pray for the safety of your mind, the renewing of your spirit, and the joy that will come in the morning light. I love you guys. I do. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.